Welcome back, everybody, to AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. It's the Giants in control of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Jones off the bootleg. And Ingram hauls it in. Gets through and now an opening. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 675.
Check 55. Mike.
On second down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 67 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. On the draw, this is Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch?
Jones pass complete to Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
They cannot hold us down.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Redskins who were victorious in that one on the road. Dwayne Haskins, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Meanwhile, it was the rookie Daniel Jones living up to the hype as the 6th overall pick. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That's it, huh?
Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's now
the Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. Now Love. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the third time in 4 NFL seasons. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from...
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From just shy of midfield, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now it's Penny. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
A first down carry for Barkley. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll go to Barkley again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Again, it's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw?
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Luck. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mike's 5-4.
Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Got 4 down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, this is simply flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
I'm the coach.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line, and the Washington Redskins. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the comeback player of the year in 2018, a Pro Bowl quarterback as well a season ago, Andrew Luck.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Luck. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Cooper was the target there. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
That's right.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those 5 receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They try again with Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Intended that time for Cooper.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They start the drive with Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Haskins now off the bootleg. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides. Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on now, let's go.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. On the carry, it's Love. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Cooper was the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins to throw it. And this one complete to Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Andrew Luck now. He gears up to lead this offense again. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Go. Go.
Now it's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Locke. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Here we go on 4th. Rock. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw, Haskins. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches will approve.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Love. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now Love. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Stop your walk.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off with a rematch of Super Bowl 25. Buffalo making one of 2 visits to MetLife Stadium this year. This one to take on the New York Giants. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. In our game, it was the rookie Dwayne Haskins showing why he felt too many teams passed on him in the first round. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run crowd as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a run with Peterson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Again, Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to float. And this is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Peterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The pickup there, 5 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Haskins will throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Touchdown, Washington! Paul Richardson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's third down. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Forbath able to convert the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much
Oh, that's me. That's me.
After review of the play.
out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Ready.